time on Acadian, we checked out of the Bahamas and set our course toward the Dominican Republic. Our original port was to be Luperon, but with large wind and waves right on the nose, we ran out of fuel and had to adjust course and beeline it for the town of Montecristi. Here, we are able to refuel, complete the very arduous process of checking into this unofficial port, and wait out some weather before continuing to Luperon. So how'd the boarding inspection go, babe?
It was great. The people of the Dominican Republic are the most welcoming we've seen yet. They wanted to make sure we had all of our right paperwork, and once they knew we had the right paperwork, and man, it's been great. Montecristi is the name of the town. We're like right on the border of Haiti and Dominican Republic, and we're on the Dominican side. Haiti is right there.
For us, the check-in process took a total of 20 hours, mainly because Montecristi is not an official port of entry, not to mention the whole Spanish language hurdle. In the end, with a lot of help from Google Translate, we were given 30-day visas, which we can extend indefinitely for $20 a month.
Holly and I, we are officially Dominican Republicans, at least.
For 30 days.
For 30 days, yeah, about 30 days. We began the process of checking into the country yesterday, and today around lunchtime, we're officially in the country. The Navy came out to the boat, they took pictures of us, and we gave them some money, and we're good to go. Our next port is Luperon, which is 40 miles east of here, which is our destination. Is where we're going for the season. But we're here in Montecristi because the trade winds are kicking, dude. They are pumping. Sheesh. We came in on a good weather window, and our boat was launching off a wave and just bam, and for like a half a day. We had really good weather, and then all of a sudden we just hit it. And we had to go another 20 miles, and it took us like almost a day to go 20 miles. You just can't go. You cannot go that direction. Look at the salt on the Dodger, dude. The spray Dodger is just covered in salt. We're anchored out here in Montecristi. It's a gorgeous place. We love it. It's beautiful. We set 2 anchors. It's a really heavy grass bottom. We dropped the rockna in a big sand patch. We tried to drop our Bruce in another sand patch. The Bruce is actually in the grass, but the Bruce anchor does okay in grass. That rockna doesn't. We've actually drugged twice since we've been here. We're secure now, and the boat's doing pretty good. We've been anchored in this spot for a good 3 days now. But we're very lucky to have this mountain over here that's protecting us from the wind. Just past that mountain, what? Oh, hey, look at that! Some Bahamian rum. We got 3 bottles left. Really good rum. So just right out there is just insanity. The way, like, the wave height is just. You don't want to be out there. That's all I can tell you. You're up against like 6 to 15 foot waves, massive ocean waves, and 20 to 30 knots of wind, and it's just constant. It doesn't stop. Around 11 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock at night, it just goes dead calm. Every night, it goes until about 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock in the morning. You have this period of just calm, and then after 9 o'clock in the morning, the wind just slowly starts to pick up, and by this time, it's just bombing. Like by 2 p.m., and it'll stay like this all the way up until 9 o'clock at night, and then it starts slowly getting calmer, and by 11, it's just dead calm. You cannot transit it during daytime. We found that out, headed from Greater Nagua to here, 160 miles, and we went straight for it from Greater. Like it's a very stupid route. We got lucky to have a window, the window that we had when we had it. But we made it about 20 miles out, and we had to fight about 20 miles, and we're lucky to be able to get into Montecristi. But we're here, we're doing our thing, we're waiting on some good weather. We're gonna get our despacho, how do you say it, on Friday, and we're gonna hit the Luperon, where we're gonna haul the boat out, strip her, take everything off, and secure her for hurricane season. Get her ready, and Caribbean season starting in November, and we're right in the middle of it, dude. That's awesome. What you think about Montecristi, Holly?
I like it so far.
Yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Not bad.
Glad to be out of big ass waves for a little while.
They were pretty intense, weren't they?
But being on a roller coaster, I hate that feeling.
Our diesel burn rate on that trip was the heaviest I've ever seen. It was bad. So.
There are some parts like the waves will completely stop the boat. It's massive.
All right, check you guys later.
With a few days of the boat being secured on anchor, we head into town to get some local currency, which is the Dominican peso. They will accept American cash, but people tend to never have change available when spending dollars.
All right, so here we are walking through the town of Montecristi. We just went to the banco to get some local currency. That way we can actually start spending their money and take advantage of the cheaper prices. And we're getting some weird looks because we're walking down the street with a camera, but that's okay. Ride.
We really enjoyed our time here. The town is very friendly, but the anchorage is quite rolly. However, it's safe once you get a good set.
Yesterday we actually got our despacho from the Dominican Republic Navy. So now we are free to leave Montecristi and travel to Luperon. We're gonna leave here as close to 10 p.m. as possible. As soon as the wind allows us to leave, we're going to leave. And we're gonna go out just past this little island right here. It's called the Salt Pans. It's a small island. Go right around it. We're gonna take a right and we're just gonna head down the coastline and stay about a mile or so off the coast where the Katabolic winds, the heavier, colder air off of the mountains, suppresses the trade winds at nighttime. It pushes them back about 5 miles off the coastline, and you can just travel during that time frame. So it's about a 10-hour window.
We weighed anchor around 11 p.m. It was pretty unnerving navigating around the salt pans and shallow reefs in complete darkness. The passage ended up being calm and uneventful. That is until we were approached by the Dominican Navy as we made our way to Luperon.
Look at these massive waves.
The video is not picking up the waves.
It's not. It never does. Yeah, I'd say we're in probably 5 to 8 foot waves. It's like big, massive swell. And they're spaced out far apart, but they're big, really big. The boat's still doing like 5-6 knots, and we're going into it.
But it's not slamming into it like it was on the last trip.
Well, you need to hurry up because the trade winds are going to kick in the next couple of hours.
We're only 5 miles away.
So we should make it within the hour. So we're going to make it just before it gets bad. Luperon, that's where we're headed. It's 5 miles that way.
We have a very official looking boat headed our direction over here.
Yeah.
I think it's the Port Authority.
Yeah, it is. He's pointing right at us. Yeah, that's Port Authority. Sorry, no Espanol, English. We're coming from Montecristi, and we're headed to Luperon. Montecristi. Montecristi. Yeah. Luperon. Okay. Luperon, yeah. Sí. Sí. Okay. Gracias.
That's just...
This boat right here, it's a Dominican Republic Navy vessel. They were trying to hail us on channel 68, but for whatever reason their radio isn't working. I was transmitting and I can hear my transmission loud and clear. So he's having radio issues. He wanted to know where we were coming from and where we were headed. But man, they got right up next to us. That's a big old iron vessel with machine guns on it. And if they had run into us, they would have put a big hole in this boat. Man, he got like right up next to us because he couldn't, his radio wasn't working, so he had to yell at us across the damn, yeah. Ridiculous.
After our interaction with the Dominican Navy, we arrive at the channel entrance to Luperon. It's fairly easy, and if you want guidance, you can hail Fair Lady on channel 68 to guide you in and give you some valuable information about the harbor. Once securely anchored, you are instructed to wait for a visit from the Navy. Then you are free to explore the town.
caminhos dessa vida, muita espinha eu encontrei, mas calou mais forte do que esse que eu passei. Na minha viagem de volta, qualquer coisa eu cismei. Tendo a porteira fechada, eu me apiei do meu cavalo num ranchinho bem achão. Vi uma mulher chorando, quis saber qual a razão. Boiadeiro veio tarde, veio a cruz no estradão. Quem matou o meu filhinho, foi
I can't help you. It's like you're 5.
I try.
Dolphins, rainbows, and boobs.